completion on first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Harris going to get it again on second down. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Davis from 4 yards out. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 23. Pickett now on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Option on the left side. Pickett's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's got room. The 20. Flop. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ronald Jones, 50 yards.
And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Harris running straight ahead. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Being chased out left.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Corey Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Garoppolo again. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Garoppolo now.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
Touchdown, Texans. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pickett.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
And the lead is down to 20.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo, touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 19 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Here we go. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a give to Jones running left. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. But a nice carry. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Running right, Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. Jones will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking the ball. Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board. And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Second and 7. Pickett back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 51 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence.
Touchdown! Equanimous St. Brown, 36 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Pickett.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
Second and 10.
11.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing